Celtics, Suns. Vince Goodwill. What a get! Let's get to the highlights here. That is Jaylen Brown. That is him dunking from a beautiful pass from Derek White, who suited up in this game. He and Tatum, of course, were out the last time we saw the Lakers. Devin Booker, so smooth, a little lefty reverse. And here, Booker pulls up. Good. Booker would have a huge night at the Garden in Boston. Fourth quarter. Booker going. Makes it again. Suns up 3 in this one. So here, Booker's looking. And watch Jaylen Brown. Boom. Hooks it from behind. Takes it. He's got Pritchard. And then he says, nope, I'm going back to my guy, Tatum. Tatum in transition. Bucket. 1-point game. Pick it up right here. Tatum to the basket. Misses. But look who's there to clean up the mess. Jaylen Brown.
Right place, right time all night.
He seems to be doing it all season. Then, yet again, fourth quarter, pump fake. Gets the roll. Unbelievable performance from Brown. 41, 7, and 6. Booker would have 40 as well. Vince, we're watching the Celtics team just find a way in the fourth quarter. What did last night's win say about what Boston can do?
Look, I've been a little bit of a Celtics skeptic. I did not believe Jason Tatum would come back and look like himself. I said, that's what I need to see. I'm able to now say, Shams, let's make reservations for June in Boston.
Okay,
that's what I'm ready to say.
This is that windy, we're booking the hotel, huh?
I'm not saying they're going to do it. I'm not saying they're going to do it.
Getting the reservation.
I'm not, just make a reservation.
Yeah, because you can always cancel.
In the words of Stephen A, it's fluid. It's fluid.
But I feel more confident now than you did before Tatum got back.
Far more, because if you look at last night, Jaylen Brown, might get overlooked in the MVP conversation, but he was in the right place at the right time all night. He either was at the place where the play needed to be made, or he got to the place where the play needed to be made. And that type of veteran leadership, that type of thing permeates through the group. There's so many Celtics on this team that don't have the playoff experience of championship past. But with Brown and Tatum and Derek White, who we sort of overlook, he's going to get easy and open looks. Joe Mazzulla is a hell of a coach. I'm ready to say it. I'm ready to say that I have confidence in the Celtics doing it. Doesn't mean they're going to, but I can see it happening.
How do they plan on using Tatum moving forward, though? Because he got 20 last night. He's been playing, but it's not like he's going 40 minutes. Do you think the minutes will increase as the season goes into the postseason?
Yeah, sure. The plan for him was like, get back on the floor. You got minutes in the 20s. You ease yourself late in the 20s, 30s. And then by the time you're near the end of the regular season, you are peak Jason Tatum, you're rounding into form, and that's when you go full throttle. Then you lift the minutes restriction. I think that is what the Celtics hope, that by the end of the regular season, they're going to be able to put themselves in a position where going into game 1 of the playoffs, they can play Jason Tatum as many minutes as they want. If he wants to go 40, he can go 40, but we're seeing him impact the game with rebounding on some nights, 20 points in 4 straight games. And for a guy, I'll never forget when I heard in late January that this guy is starting to do 5-on-5. I mean, he was 8 months, 9 months
Achilles
removed
in June, yeah.
from an Achilles tear. His rehab was unheard of, the dedication that he's put forth. So for him to put himself in this position, he clearly just wants a chance to make it back to the finals.
Yesterday we did the show, and it was a coronation for SGA, and it's an MVP, and there's no... He could be the best player in the league. It doesn't necessarily mean he's the most valuable player in the league. Does Jaylen Brown still have a case in an SGA world to be the MVP of the league?
A case, I suppose. And it feels bad after a game like last night that you're going to poo-poo it. But I think there is a difference between SGA, Jokic, and then everybody else right now from a statistical standpoint, from the effect on winning. I mean, if the Celtics catch Detroit, and that's really going to be really hard to do because they're 5 games behind, then you have a case. But as far as two-way player on the game, he's having a career season, and it should be acknowledged. It doesn't have to be acknowledged by an MVP, but we're acknowledging that, honestly, with the Oscars happening over the weekend, he's going from being a supporting actor to best actor.
No doubt.
That's what I'm willing to give him.
No doubt. And I would say All-NBA is a huge honor also,
Absolutely.
and he's in that conversation.
He's going to be there. He's definitely going to be there.
First or second team,
First or second, because you can't put them all on the first team.
That's going to be a
he's going to be
first team.
He's going to be first team.
Yeah.
He might be the last. He's going to be first team. Okay. I think so.
I like this. This is
I
good.
thought last time was an MVP game for Jaylen Brown. That's a big performance.
Shams. Hey.
He's win by 8. Now, coming into this game, Brown averaged just 7 free throw attempts a night. He tripled that number this evening, both making and taking a career high from the charity stripe. So evidently all that constructive feedback he was giving the refs might have worked out.
You got to the line 21 times.
I ain't never, ever got to the free throw line that, but it's crazy.
That's a big smile. How were you able to put so much pressure on their defense, and what did that do for the rest of the group?
I feel like that's how I normally play, but today it was, I guess, it got caught a little different. I'm grateful. I was able to knock them down and was able to get the win.
All right, so Jaylen ain't switching it up. Neither is Iman Shumpert as he joins us now to discuss how much of a problem that triumvirate is out in Boston already. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White combined for 83 of that team's 120 points. Shump, what does it mean for the rest of the league when they're clicking to this degree in just the 5th game back for Tatum?
I like it so much because an indication of winning basketball in this league is guys being able to assume the position. Right now, that's exactly what Boston's doing. They know Jaylen Brown is their guy. They know what they can get out of him night in, night out, and they know if they need a little bit more, they can ask for it from him. Now, when you start talking about a Derek White, somebody that you're used to just keeping the train on the tracks, he's able to just plug and play. You can plug him in. He can play a large amount of minutes. He can also play that tween position to let Peyton Pritchard come in there and switch it up when they come in there offensively and like to switch up the matchup a little bit. So I love what they're doing when they start talking about that trio. I love that Jason Tatum comes back and he doesn't have to do too much. He can just spot up and shoot. He can play driving the closeouts and just playing from the wing. He doesn't look rushed. He doesn't look sped up. I think it's a very healthy diet of what we're going to see in the playoffs from Boston.
It's incredible that he doesn't have to do that stuff, but he still can if need.
Our NBA Wednesday doubleheader is thus: Warriors at Celtics tomorrow night. Then Lakers at Rockets again. This is cool. They're running it right back. Lakers, Rockets. Lakers have a night in Houston. Take it easy, guys, please. The NBA Countdown crew tips off coverage at 6:30. Our next stop, though, is Alabama, where the Crimson Tide in the college game are preparing to play without Aiden Holloway in the NCAA tournament following the Star Guard's arrest Monday. Alabama, a team that I picked to reach the Final Four. I would like to bring in Sean Farnham, who is our college hoops analyst. Sean, we're bringing you in here. Holloway was great all season. Obviously, we know Phylon is the main guy, but this cannot be good news for Alabama. I had him going to the Final Four.
Yeah, I think you need to change that pick and change it immediately. Brackets are not finalized yet if you go to the Tournament Challenge at ESPN.com. I'm a company guy. Now, with that being said, Aiden Holloway, as you mentioned, averaging almost 17 points per game, shooting 43% from beyond the arc. You can't replace those numbers. You just can't. What does that mean? The offense steps back just ever so slightly. Still going to be a very explosive offense, but it's going to step back a little bit. What it also means is that a team like Alabama that has struggled at the defensive end of the floor, their margins have now gotten thinner. Now, they're going to advance out of the first round of this tournament, but then that second round matchup could be a lot more difficult for them moving forward. And the chance and the opportunity to make a long NCAA tournament run should this last beyond this weekend, because the quote again from Nate Oates is, we are preparing to play without him this weekend. If that continues into next weekend as well, I think that it's going to be really tough for Alabama to get all the way to Indianapolis.
Okay, terrible timing on that one. We'll see how it goes. But let's stick with these upsets here.